After reading Al-Quran in Japanese, I couldn't stop crying, and suddenly felt the hidayah.
Assalamu alaikum dear viewers, today, we will share with you the story of Sister Arisa Miriam from Japan. How she converted to Islam. Please listen to her story in her words.
I started to study Basha Malay. I wanted to study languages that many Japanese people didn't know very much, so I chose my university, because it was the best university in Japan, to master foreign languages and learn other cultures. But I didn't decide which course I should take. But my mom gave me some advice to take a Malaysian course. I was really surprised, because I'd never heard that she was interested in Malaysia. Soon after I started to study Malaysian, I fell in love with it and Malaysia. I couldn't study abroad there, but I did my best to be the #1 student in my class. Took classes in Islam at university. 1 year later, after I started to study Malaysian, I still had many words that I couldn't understand. I realized that all of them were related to Islam, so I took classes in Islam. At the time it was only for studying. I first time went to the mosque in Tokyo, and wore a hijab. My Malay friends invited me to go to the mosque Tokyo Kamiai, and I went there to see their salah, namaz. I thought I knew many things about Islam, because I'd studied it for 2 years in university, but I was totally shocked when I saw Muslims praying at the mosque. I had no idea why they prayed 5 times a day, and how to pray. Yes, it was because they were Muslims, and it was for Allah, but I couldn't understand why they want to do it. And it was the first time I wore a hijab because my Malay friends gave it to me. I was so happy, and felt relieved. Although I loved wearing sexy style clothing, I suddenly wanted to cover myself up more after that, to be respected, and known for who I was inside. Finding my hidayah in Malaysia. I decided to study Islam in Malaysia for a month, and stayed at my Malay friend's house. I learned many things from this trip. I tried the 1-month challenge, wearing a hijab, and covering my aura every day. It was too hot, and sometimes I couldn't stand the heat, but my heart was full of happiness. I prayed every day, and tried to memorize dua. Actually, I could recite Al-Fatiha before I came to Malaysia because I practiced reciting it with my phone every night. Alhamdulillah, many people made dua for me. But I wasn't ready to take Shahada, because I had a lot of problems, family, friends, boyfriend, and work. I believed in Allah, so I took Shahada only in my heart, and made dua for making my problems easy. My Shahada at the mosque in Tokyo. La ilaha illallahu Muhammadun Rasulullah. Alhamdulillah. After reading Al-Quran in Japanese, I couldn't stop crying, and suddenly felt the hidayah. At that time, I didn't know how to recite Shahada officially. I went to the mosque, without asking whether I could recite the Shahada today or not, but all people at the mosque welcomed me gladly. More than 10 Malaysian sisters came to be my witnesses. MashaAllah. I was lucky. Professor Misbah Rahman Yusfi, the director of the Islamic, was also in Japan, and he led me to recite the Shahada. Jazakallahu khair, Alhamdulillah. From this time, I became Noor Arisa Miriam. I couldn't stop my tears from falling. After that, I had the chance to perform salah, namaz, ishraq, as a Muslim, and made dua at the mosque for the first time in my new life. My new life. I'm still learning Islam, because we Muslims are not perfect, and we always have to be better Muslims. Many people ask me about the difference between before and after Shahada. Yes, my life has changed a lot. Before I got irritated easily, and I always needed someone who was always with me, but now I can calm myself down, and I don't feel sad anymore, because I know I'm always with Allah, no matter what. Alhamdulillah. So I am strong even though I have many challenges in my life. I can't go to the mosque every day. I have to combine Zohar and Asar Salah, namaz. Because of work, I don't wear hijab at my office, and I have to go to the nominal party, and I drink orange juice at the party. It doesn't mean I don't like Japan and Japanese society. I'm really proud of being a Japanese Muslim. Japan reminds me of Islam, and says Alhamdulillah every time I see Islam here. Allah gives me other chances. My office provides me with a prayer space only for me, my family allows me to wear hijab on weekends, Allah never makes us down. Allahu Akbar.
Thanks for watching. Please show your love and support by just liking and subscribing to our channel and hitting the little bell to receive notifications.